Divine Twins, this is Debs, and this of course is your twin flame journey for the month of June 2025. Thank you so much for being here, it is much appreciated. And of course we're going to be looking at the energies between the masculine and the feminine. If you're ready, Divine Twins, we'll get into this reading. The deck that I'm using is the Tarot de la Nuit. If you'd like your own twin flame reading, you can book that with me. My website's down below. All the decks are listed, and of course the link is there to join the channel if you're interested in becoming a member. So, Divine Twins, here we go. Calling on the divine, the higher angels, and ascended masters from the pure white light, please guide me in this twin flame journey for the month of June 2025. What is going on, please, Archangel Michael, between the masculine and the feminine at this time? Thank you, Michael. It's very interesting. I'm seeing what can only be described as two figures of light with no faces standing opposite each other, but in the middle is a sort of wall of transparent light. And I believe the feminine is reaching through this transparent wall of light as if to say to the masculine, come with me, step through this veil, come with me. And he's stepping forward gingerly and then stopping. It could be fear. It could be fear. Okay. All right. Now, as you know, you could be a feminine selling your masculine. Let's get the cards on the table. As you will know, twins, by now, I never cut the deck for twin flame readings. Archangel Michael has told me not to do that. Okay. So the top line of cards, as you will know by now, represents the masculine's energy, the feminine's energy below, and we'll see where this takes us. Okay, the masculine simply saying, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, but he's repeating it like a robot, which is really interesting. Maybe the feminine feels the masculine is still trapped in the matrix as such. Maybe he feels more comfortable there, but we will see. The masculine needs to step into his free will to ascend. The feminine has to allow him to do that. But she could be feeling very frustrated at this point of time, is what I'm getting, twins. I can hear a few of you out there saying, yes. Okay. All right, guys. Now, the energy between these two, let's put that there. That is the outcome, all right. And underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is working on a situation, putting in the effort. So there we go. If you're ready, twins, let's start. So as always, we're going to start by having a look at the masculine's energies. These are going to show us what's on his mind and how he's feeling at this point of time. The Sun, Leo energy. This is fascinating because Archangel Michael is taking me back to the vision of these two souls bathed in light, standing opposite each other but with a thin veil of light, like a wall of light between them. The female has reached through, but the masculine has backed off. I feel the masculine is fully aware that the feminine is wanting him to come into union, wanting him to join her, but I don't know if he's ready to step through the veil, twins. We have Leo energy. He could be a Leo. The feminine could be a Leo. But the sun is also awakening, and that's the energy that came through in the vision. He may feel the feminine has been waiting long enough. He may feel he should step into the light, ascend, and join her in union, but there's a sense of fear coming through. So twins, moving now to the first card for the feminine. And of course, this is going to show what's on the feminine's mind and how she is feeling at this point of time. The Knight of Pentacles. I feel the feminine is almost tempted to try and force the situation. We have a feminine here with a scythe. It's almost as if she's challenging the masculine. I have waited. I have been patient. What are you going to do? I can't sit here forever. I feel she's challenging the masculine because the Knight of Pentacles potentially could be union in the 3D. There's a sense of frustration, and that energy, twins, as you know, has come through in previous readings. All right. So we move now to the second card for the masculine. Now this is going to show what he believes is on the feminine's mind, how he believes she's feeling. So this is his perspective. Yes, exactly. The Page of Swords. The way he sees the feminine feeling is she's had enough. The Page of Swords is a difficult message of truth. This could be a message sent between the souls in the 5D from the feminine to the masculine. I have been waiting. Are you ever going to ascend? I've been carrying this energy by myself for too long. Are you ready to ascend in this lifetime? And he's feeling that question hanging in the air. So he is aware that the feminine wants to know, is it yes? Or are you going to continue to sit in the matrix? She wants to know. He's aware of that. He's fully aware of that. The masculine knows the feminine is losing patience. Now, twins, let's have a look at the feminine's energy. This is going to represent what she believes is on the masculine's mind, how she believes he is feeling at this point of time for the month of June. Yes, the Ace of Swords. Wow, look at this air energy between these two. The Ace of Swords is truth. The Ace of Swords is the ending of a cycle. What the feminine believes the masculine is thinking about is if he does not take action, if he does not step into the energy of the Emperor, she's going to turn and walk away and leave this for another lifetime. He's aware of that. So there is total clarity between these two souls. Total clarity. I believe the feminine is passing an ultimatum to the masculine. What are you going to do? Are you going to ascend so we can fulfill our joint soul contract? Sit in the light as a team? Fulfill our soul missions? Or am I going to have to leave this for another lifetime? So twins, we now move to the third cards. These are going to represent how each twin sees the actual connection with the other twin, the relationship that's been built up between these two since the first day that they met. Let's have a look at the masculine's energies to see how he views the connection, the relationship with his true divine feminine. And again, this is his perspective. Interesting, the outcome card. Okay, the 10 of Cups. Oh, twins. The masculine is fully aware that the divine feminine would fulfill all of his wishes, all of his dreams. She is his 10 of Cups. He's fully aware of that. But is he going to do anything about it in the 3D? That is what we need to ascertain, twins, right? So, moving now to the third card for the feminine. This is going to show us how she sees the connection, the relationship with her true divine masculine. And of course, this is her perspective. Fascinating. Okay, the Nine of Swords. Twins, I feel the feminine is almost giving up hope. She may be having sleepless nights trying to connect with the divine masculine in the 5D. She understands that he wants to be with her, and she knows she's done all she can to encourage the masculine to ascend, to move into union in this lifetime. But she may feel that he's sat in too much fear to open up to this connection and to move into the light. She may be realizing that he's holding back. Okay, twins. Now, we move to the fourth cards, and these are going to portray the messages that each twin wants to relay to the other twin. As you will know by now, messages of love and support, unconditional love for the twin flame journey itself. But these could also be pieces of information sent between the souls during astral travel, or even questions that one twin wants to ask the other that they may not have had the opportunity or the confidence to ask face to face. So let's have a look and see what the masculine wants to relate to his feminine for the month of June. Twins, the Two of Swords. I'm actually hearing the words, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I feel the divine masculine is pushing down his feelings. He's blocking his heart out of fear. It's exactly the energy that came through at the beginning of the reading. The feminine reaching through the veil for the masculine tentatively moving forward and then pulling back. What the masculine is relaying to the feminine is, I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not sure I'm ready. All right, twins. Moving now to the fourth card for the feminine. Let's have a look and see what the feminine is relaying to the masculine, and this could be in response to what he is telepathically relaying to her. Yeah, the Three of Wands. I'm hearing, I'm still waiting. I am still waiting. I want to embrace change. I want us to come together, but I can't wait forever. Yes, twins, this is a very intense reading. Now, moving to the fifth cards, let's have a look and see the challenges and obstacles that each twin is facing that they need to overcome in order to move into union in the 3D in this lifetime. So first of all, let's delve into the energies of the masculine to see what challenges he's facing in order to come into union with his true divine feminine. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. The masculine may be feeling that he made too many mistakes. It could be when he first met the feminine. He may feel that she will judge him, that underneath she hasn't fully forgiven the past. But he may also be looking at his past. It could be he knows he hasn't fully learned his lessons. If the masculine is in a connection with somebody else, he may be thinking there's been too many memories with that person to have the courage to leave. Even if the love is not there, even though it may be a cold partnership, the masculine is sitting in fantasy about the past. Now, there may also be issues with finances. The masculine with the Seven of Pentacles may be looking at past mistakes relating to his financial situation. If, for instance, the masculine is involved with somebody else in a long-term situation that has a financial or legal connotation, he may be fearful of financial loss, or he may be fearful that he simply doesn't have the financial resources to fully detach from another partner. That could also be a challenge for the masculine. So twins, let's have a look at the fifth card for the feminine. Now, as you know, these represent her challenges, the blocks that she would need to remove from the twin flame path in order to come together with her true divine masculine. Let's have a look, twins. Okay. The Six of Cups. The feminine is stuck in the past. The feminine is thinking about the day she met the masculine. But we almost have a woman here who stood all day waiting for this train underneath this light. It's grown dark. She's cold. She's been waiting forever. And the masculine is still holding back. Her challenge is, how long do I have to wait? It may feel interminable. She may feel she's running out of energy. She may feel the masculine is simply not going to ascend in this lifetime. She knows she's been on this journey for the longest time. But she's getting to the point where she may feel she's letting other opportunities pass her by, and there's a fear in that. Maybe I should let this go for another lifetime. Maybe I'm supposed to be with a soulmate in this lifetime rather than my true divine masculine. She's worried that the masculine is still not ready to ascend, to come into union with her in the 3D. So twins, we move now to the penultimate two cards. These are going to represent what each twin is hoping for, pertaining to the connection with the other twin by the end of June 2025. Shall we have a look at the masculine's energy? Shall we dare? Let's see what the masculine is hoping for this particular month. Let's see. Yes. Temperance. Sagittarian energy. I feel with temperance, the masculine is simply not ready. He may feel more comfortable in the matrix. He may be afraid of change. He may feel that moving into union with his feminine in the 3D will be too much of a challenge. Maybe he feels the energy is too intense. He is simply content to sit and wait. But he knows the danger of doing that because he's fully aware that the divine feminine is running out of patience. So, temperance, twins, that is what the masculine is hoping for. Now, for those who are specifically Sagittarian feminines, maybe those with a lot of Sagittarian in their natal chart, this has the potential of coming into union, but there are no guarantees, twins. There are no guarantees. So, moving now to the final card for the divine feminine. Let's have a look, twins, at what the feminine is hoping for pertaining to her divine masculine. Let's have a look. This will be interesting. Justice. I feel the feminine is simply wanting to regain a sense of balance. She may feel that she's put in a lot more effort than the masculine in carrying the journey by herself, waiting for the masculine to ascend. She may be slipping into much more of a logical energy as a divine feminine. She may be getting real with herself. We have a lot of swords energy here, twins. Now, it could simply represent that the feminine might potentially be an air sign, the feminines I'm connecting with, but I feel she's just becoming realistic. She needs to regain her balance, and she may feel as if the masculine is testing her patience. Will she ever get justice in the masculine ascending? Now, if the divine masculine happens to be connected to a karmic partner, she may be hoping that finally he will take legal action in order to sever that tie. But she may realize again that he's going to continue to hold back from doing that, from taking action. Okay? So guys, let's have a look at the final card. This, of course, is going to show us the outcome of the twin flame connection for these two particular souls. Let's see. Yes, the King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles for the month of June is going to stay rooted in the material, hanging on to the matrix. He just doesn't have the courage to come into union. This could be a masculine who is overly concerned with the material, with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel the feminine may be turning her back on working on this connection in the 5D, understanding that she may need to pull back and concentrate on herself. So twins, a very strong reading for the month of June. Now, it will be interesting to see what comes through in terms of the messages. So Archangel Michael, may we have messages first from the feminine to the masculine, please? The feminine says to the masculine, I'm not ignoring you, I'm thinking about our connection. The feminine knows that the masculine has free will. She cannot persuade the masculine to ascend. She cannot control the situation. He has to do the work himself. She's aware of that. She's holding back. Second message, please, from the feminine to the masculine. The feminine says to the masculine, I know you are my person. Yes, of course she does. Final message from the divine feminine to her masculine. That is fascinating. The feminine for the month of June is relaying to the masculine, I'm working on myself. Yes. Okay, twins. Now, Archangel Michael, may we have messages from the masculine to the feminine? There's a lot of energy for the masculine. The masculine says to the feminine, you are like no other. He knows who she is to him. Next message from the masculine to the feminine, please, Michael. Yeah. This feels too intense. I'm not sure how to handle it. Okay. Third and final message from the masculine to the feminine. Thank you. Yeah, stalemate, twins. I'm just not sure what to do or say. So, a bit of a challenging read for the month of June, but I hope you've enjoyed this reading. As always, twins, take care of you, and I'm sending love and light your way, and many blessings. Bye now.